But we got our next match, guys. Spargo and MVD. This is going to be a very, very fun matchup, I think. Again, I love both of these characters a lot. MVD, Spargo has been kind of the talk of the town, especially since Wi-Fi has been a centerpiece for our competitive tournaments. Him single-handedly, in my opinion, he made Cloud relevant again, though. I'm going to just say it. He did it.
Yeah, I'll agree to that. I think, wasn't he the Cloud from SoCal that I know people were talking about? Like, yeah, there's this young man Cloud player, and he whooped everybody and so on. This was like around a little bit before CEO, because I remember talking about it there. And, here we are right now online, and he's just kind of keeping up that story. And not only keeping up that story, but, it looks like he's writing himself some new chapters here. Has the lead on MVD.
He's a fantastic young prodigy.
Yeah, and the thing is, too, he was on the SoCal PR, and that's only because he's from Tijuana, which is really, really close to SoCal, so he came to a lot of SoCal events. So he's actually Mexico.
Is he really?
Yeah, but Tijuana is so close to California, he comes up and enters, like, California events.
Oh, okay.
So that's why he was on the SoCal.
Well, I just wanted to
Right.
You got a young kid like that who's putting in work like that. You should definitely acknowledge it, especially when it comes to take down some of SoCal's best. But struggling to take down one of the Snake's finest in MVD, who has a pretty decent lead up until that dare. That dare is very, very strong, very, very powerful.
Yeah, that dare doesn't seem to care too much about Cypher either when it connects. So that was great situational awareness, right there by Spargo.
Definitely.
These are just two kind of brilliant minds. One young man player and another one that's a veteran in the community, duking it out right now. It's beautiful to watch.
MVD's been around for a long time. Even we're talking, but I love that setup he took the first stock with. He kind of put the grenade behind him, down through him, and then down smash. I thought that was pretty nasty. So MVD definitely in his pockets right now. Needs to be too. Spargo is no easy out.
Oh yeah, and I mean, you talked about MVD having that experience. He was one of the best Snakes in Brawl. So I mean, Snake wasn't in Smash for the Wii U, but I mean, he still has all the tricks of the trade, right?
Oh, so does Cloud, baby. That boy be soaring.
Oh man, with the limit as well. When you have that limit, you have extra movement speed and just air mobility as well. So with that limit, Spargo didn't really use a limit option. He just more so used the mobility you got from it, the buff, right? And just was able to get that clean edge guard, but MVD moving it right back up.
Hold up a minute, MVD.
Right? You want a lot out of that. Oh, I like the up tilt. Okay, last stock here. Very, very close matchup. Spargo trailing by about 30%. MVD trying to get the landmine set up. Difficult to come in safely.
Quick get off the option right there. Up special out of shield. And MVD, man, not really dealing with too much pressure from up or underneath. This is something kind of uncharacteristic for most Cloud mains. You get a character like Snake off of his feet, you have got to harass with up airs of some sort.
Yeah,
and I mean, that's the main thing about Cloud. Just even with Snake, MVD's doing such a great job of setting up these grenades, not only to zone, but even to set up, like, oh, if I do get hit here, like, I have backup. I have, like, a backup plan to get out. That's what makes separates the good Snake player from the great.
Absolutely. Oh, this will be big. How's it going to land? Oh, Spargo let it rip a little too soon.
Yeah. And with the beer version as well. Whoa!
Wow.
AVA.
Okay.
That did get off.
Yeah, and that's not too big of a surprise because we saw MVD do that same approach a couple times coming out of the nades with the roll. So I guess that time Spargo just kind of gambled, and the up smash was the right call.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised there just because MVD is usually not the type of player to lose his patience. Right there, he had two grenades set up into him, or behind him, and then he opted to roll in offensively there with no grenades to, like, oh, if I get hit, then the grenade trades, right? Because both his grenades were back there. So very uncharacteristic. Maybe MVD just getting a little jittery, a little nervous there maybe, but nonetheless.
I think he just wanted the W, man. Like, it sucks that when you take the first two stocks, you're like, okay, got this game on lock. And then when they start to whittle that lead down, you're just like, okay, I need to put this man in a coffin already. He's probably trying to roll in there, just get a grab, maybe sneak a up tilt in, something of the sorts. But Spargo holding his footing, and that up smash, as we've seen many a tournament, serving him well and getting him the dub.
Yeah, got the immediate run back here to town and city, so Let's see if we can get a bit of a shift in possible play style, man. You know, we talked about the trap game that MVD sets up, and nobody quite does it like him. But there was a few moments in that last game where he got a little handsy with Spargo up close and personal. You know, his trademark one-hit F-tilt waits for you to kind of react where you're going to directly air dodge in, and then he kind of keeps the punishment going there.
Oh, that was so smart from Spargo. He did a back air to cover the back row and then threw out jab immediately. Covered so many options, and these up airs are hit.
Is this Smash 4, bro? What is this clown doing, bro?
Yeah, usually you don't get hit by that many up airs, but I mean that's Snake when he's getting juggled, right? You try to set up a trade situation with the grenades, and that's usually the best shot you got. But Spargo just spaced these incredibly well. Up smash out of shield too.
MVD was trying to get some damage on, get him off his back, but Spargo unrelenting. Look at that space, look at that pressure. Using to use that climb hazard to make sure he's covering himself perfectly.
Yes, very strong move out of shield once more. Now Cloud is glowing a blue, or at least he wasn't once upon a time, and you know that usually spells trouble for the competition. Not even being able to space out back here properly either. Too. It's just, you know, Spargo really has all his bases covered here in this match.
Okay, back into neutral here. Spargo just, I mean, at this point, usually Snake wants to go for trades, but when Snake is the one that's down to stock, that's when all the trades are sort of not getting so worth. This back row is going to be a really good setup for the off stage, but Spargo gets back on the stage. The up tilt, not enough. Got the sour hit.
Yep, that's unfortunate. MVD really needed that. Okay, excellent job. Lay him down. Forward tilt will do the rest.
And right there, he wasn't in percent range for the down throw and the up tilt, but he was in percent range for the down throw into the forward tilt there. And that starts working. I mean, it varies, but usually around 140, 150. And you get that right by the edge, easy KO.
Okay, you don't want MVD sharking from up underneath on you. I don't care what the lead looks like. You know, when that up tilt comes out, you need to put some respect on it. So very smart right there from Spargo to get back onto solid ground.
Spargo really starting to throw out these up smashes again. So honestly, for MVD, if you can just get a kind of a feel for that, a good read for it, it'll keep him alive. But that cross slash powered up by Limit is going to be a problem.
Yeah, Spargo had very little room on the stage to move, to dash back, but it was just enough, and he was able to whip punish with the Limit cross slash. Really good stuff. And I was kind of getting worried because MVD had so much rage, right? And Spargo is definitely one of those younger players. Sometimes younger players, they thirst really hard for the kill. You'll see Spargo like start winging out smash attacks and go ham.
Yeah, that's big facts. Oh, the air dodge got caught up by the Nikita. All right, MVD is giving himself a fighting chance. Definitely a rocky start, but he's still in this.
Yeah. For how much longer is the real question.
Right, because Snake had like, I feel like with Snake, no matter the percent, if the stocks are even, Snake is good. I mean, that's like for most top tiers, but Snake is just so hard to kill sometimes.
Yes.
Okay, Spargo getting a little bit more fearless up close too. Usually when you see MVD kind of jump into you with that grenade in his hand, you kind of want to, you know, give him at least 50 feet. But in this case here, I mean, just being able to get in between him and the grenade and go for something like a throw, I mean, that's just relentless.
Yeah, Spargo's just swinging into some of these grenades, just hoping he'll get the stock even with that down air a little earlier. This should be it though, down air. No!
Oh no, Cypher for the win. Maybe Spargo missed timing a little bit.
Yeah, there's definitely mix-ups within there because he can just go straight up or he can go for the directional air dodge and have like the Cypher cover it.
Yeah.
But man, MVD's holding on. He has max rage. Spargo's definitely in kill percent here.
These trades have been fantastic for MVD. He's gotten so much on the oh my god, climb hazard into oblivion. MVD stealing that one back. Holy crap.
Yeah, MVD was like, oh no, please don't hit me. Like,
I think the up smash was the correct play because that's kind of what Spargo's go-to. Like, he'll just climb hazard to essentially like a get out of jail free card sometimes. And I think MVD was like, well, if you go up, you're not coming back down.
Yeah, because something else, I already sent something else up there as well. And that definitely covers the high climb hazard recovery in this game. It's pretty hard to challenge it just because climb hazard is so fast. You know, it's a disjoint. In Smash 4, you could like perfect shield and then like hit him off the edge, but it's in this game, it's hard to get like a parry into like hit him off. You know what I mean? It's just because of how parry works. So the high recovery is still like it's even better in this game. But I mean, MVD still showing that Snake does have options to cover that, right? So really good stuff from MVD.
Did that with a comeback as well. So props to him. As we move on to Game 3, what a showcase we're getting already this early in the bracket.
Yeah, I mean, to see these two caliber of players, right? I mean, arguably the best of their, and like of their character, and we're not even in top 32 yet. This is like how big the talent pool is for Smash Ultimate.
Wild, bro. Absolutely wild.
Another run back, man. Town and City here for the final game, and let's see what they're going to bring to the table here, man. We've seen a few adjustments from both of these two players, on how they decided to approach each other. But MVD in that last game, man, I mean, that was just definitely a treat to see.
Yeah. And I mean, that's the thing. Like we talked about it earlier with Snake, right? Both these characters. They have comeback mechanics, but in different ways. It's like with Snake, I feel like it's his survivability and his like ability to trade. And then Cloud is obviously like that little factor, right?
Oh God.
And this is something I feel like young players really really struggle with a lot. I think it was Philly. I think you might have mentioned something about this. Just being relentless and just wanting that kill and just kind of being a little too aggressive at times. MVD, his grenade gameplay when he's just holding shield is phenomenal. Great opening though right there from Spargo, but it took a lot of unnecessary percent just getting a little too close to MVD.
Yeah, and as reckless and relentless as they can be, though, I give Spargo a lot of credit. Like he has that ability to kind of slow it down and get in that position, as you saw with that up smash. That was just brilliantly anticipated on where MVD was going to go. Because even when Snake is landing, like he can kind of mix you up a lot, but his options aren't the greatest. I feel like, especially if you can evade his kind of grenade shenanigans and stuff like that. So that's what Spargo did and puts it back on even footing.
Yeah, one thing I love personally about watching people like Spargo or Prodigy compete is no matter how relentless they are confident. I see so many other like experienced players or players that have been in the game for quite some time, like they're playing, and then I can not even watch their body language, but I can just see in their play that they're just losing confidence as the set goes on. When like younger players, they'll go for stuff and hit or miss, like they're fully confident in their read, or and that's very, very important as a competitor.
Yeah, there's certainly a level of tenacity that young people definitely bring to the bracket. I think Spargo's definitely tapped full effect into that energy here. And as you see, man, pretty much a dead even game here for the most part. He's going to go for the forward throw this time, and he has to figure out a way to avoid this Nikita.
All right, good stuff. Good coverage from MVD. Keep himself safe. Love the grab. And put him down. Yep. Right around that good percent. If he gets another grab, that should be instant death, but not even needed. The Nikita, all the coverage this man needs.
Yeah, just putting it right by the ledge because guess what? The only place Spargo can go. Really good setup from the down throw. Now Spargo on the hunt. The up smash is connect, but it's not enough for the KO. Snake so tanky, and that's the one thing about coming back from getting your stock taken. Usually, you don't have any rage to finish off the stock, like your opponent's stock, right? So it can be a little hard, but Spargo racking him up to like 160 with the back of this definitely do a great job.
Got the key straight to the face. This is excellent for MVD. If he could clutch this out, bro, this would be tremendous. I think a lot of people probably have Spargo to go over MVD.
I think that grenade actually stuffed out his limit cross slash there.
Oh, that up tilt should do it. Looks like the sweet spot, and no, DI is going to save you from that, Spargo, and good stuff to MVD taking it over Spargo 2-1. I don't know if we're in best of 5 territory yet.
It's top 8's best of 5.
Top 8 is best of 5. Okay, yeah. So.
Oh, we're doing it old school where you got to qualify for top 8 before you get a best of 5. Because that's how it was back in the day, man. These top 64 best of 5, nah, bro. You gotta earn that.